some assistance and guidance, but.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, right, so, first, do we need roll call? Or is that taken care of?
I can capture roll call.
And next, we have approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for March 17th.
And I will second that.
Okay, yep, approved. Entertaining a motion for approval of the minutes from February 17th.
And so moved.
I'll second.
Approved. Then we will begin with our first person is Nathaniel White, requesting to move to 930 Elmore Street.
We do have Mr. White
And
on
I
the
guess,
call.
Nathaniel, would you first give us just a little background?
Like what?
Well, it seems, okay, let me just look, so you have a 90-day approval for Elmore, is that correct?
Yes.
And so now you're coming back to us. Does anyone have any questions they would like to ask Nathaniel?
It was my understanding he was just coming back because of documentation of his treatment. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And we do have and we did receive documentation of treatment.
Board members, it wasn't in the packet. I received it after I sent you the packet, so you should have received it in a separate email from me.
Yes, and I did. Did the rest of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Received it.
Yeah.
And does anyone have any questions for Nathaniel?
Are we able to discuss his treatment in public record? Is Mr. White okay with that?
Private.
Okay, then we would, go ahead.
Motion to go into a private session.
Yes. Okay, I'll second it.
Okay, please.
It has been approved. We will move to private session.
Okay, give me a moment so I can move non-interested parties into the waiting room. Just a moment. Ed, are you in here on a phone as well?
Yeah, somehow I got signed in twice. I'm trying to get out of it here.
Okay. All right, let me pause.
And I believe that there are other people who wanted to speak on this matter, so.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like everybody is back in.
So is there anyone that would like to speak to this, on this matter? Or Carrie?
Yes. Can you hear me? This is concerning Nathaniel White.
Yes.
I'm still not comfortable with him being there. I live next door, 936 Elmore. He has been there for 6 months already with no end date. And previous meetings, Mr. Gerondale and others had concerned about his undetermined stay. And I wonder if there's been any communication with the Menominee Nation yet, and who is responsible for doing that. Last meeting, there were also concerns voiced about his responses to what he's learning in his therapy, and that doesn't give me confidence in him transitioning back into society. Those are my main concerns, but I also have some concerns just about the board in general. Why do we have red zones and how many people do we have living in those red zones? And what are our other options?
Well, the procedure of the board isn't up for discussion right now. We're here to hear the appeals. If you have questions about how the board operates, those would be questions that would be appropriate for talking to your city council member.
Okay.
Any other questions? Or anyone else who would like to speak? Okay, I would entertain a motion.
Could I just, make a comment?
Yes, of course.
So I know we typically have to kind of talk about where we're going with our vote or whatnot. So, I have two concerns. My first concern is all of his cases are from out of county. I feel that Brown County has enough of our own cases that I prefer to leave those available spaces for our own residents. My other concern was when Mr. White spoke, he spoke about how this offense has ruined his life. Not anything about how it ruined the victim's life. So I'm going to tell you, I am not in favor of him living at this location. That's all I have to say.
Any other comments?
Would there be people that agree with it, like approve? Say I have people that approve. Don't speak on your behalf. Does that speak on my behalf?
Do you have someone, do you have anyone else who wants to speak? Or are you talking about us?
No, here with me.
Do you have someone with,
The owner, Genuine Hearts.
so do you have someone with you right now?
Yes, the owner of Genuine Hearts.
Okay. They may speak, yes.
Oh. Can I just go ahead? Hi, I'm speaking on behalf.
I need to know your name and address for the record.
My name is Abel Polani. I'm the owner of Genuine Hearts. Nathaniel White lives at one of my homes. And I want to clarify some things. Nathaniel is supervised 24/7. He gets up in the morning, he has a routine, he's up by 7:30. They pick him up by 8 o'clock. Our maintenance gentleman picks him up. He's gone all day. He does not return back till about 4 or 5, sometimes even later. And then on the weekends, he goes home with his grandma, Faye, and does work out there, helps his dad, do those sort of things. He has a great support system. Nathaniel, since he's been with us, he's never been in trouble. He's always abided by the rules. He's been very respectful. And I do understand that young lady that this speaker, I believe her name is Carrie. I do understand, but since he's been there, there's been absolutely no issues, no problems. He's been respectful. He always listens to her rules. He's always willing to help somebody else. He's actually been pleasant to have. Regardless, I mean, I know it looks bad on paper, and I understand that. I really do understand that. But as an individual, Nathaniel is a great person. He's trying to make his life better and stuff like that. He's working through some process, therapy, with Jim, with Tor. He does when he does have bad days, because we're all intended to go bad days. We try to have Nathaniel come and talk to us, because our door's always open. We have someone there around the clock 24/7. We have upper management that's on call all the time if there's ever been a problem. Nathaniel is taking the right steps steps to be successful. And that's what our program is for and stuff. And I know from other sex offenders and stuff like that, where what's different with Nathaniel is that he's got the support 24/7. As other sex offenders, they don't have that support. They're out in the community by themselves. He's being watched constantly. So I don't know what, I do understand where the neighbors are coming from and stuff like that, but there's never been an issue. He has eyes on him constantly all the time. Go to the store, go to the gas station, go outside, whatever the case may be, he's always there. Medical appointments, someone wait for them there, you know, to make sure that he's in the right place, not doing what he's not supposed to be doing, you know, doing things he's not supposed to be doing. So that's what we're there for. We're that support line. He also has his grandma, upper management, staff, wife, family, whatever the case may be. He has a lot of support for him. And that's what we're there for. And that's why we have, and you know, and I talk to Nathaniel all the time because he's very remorseful for what he's done. And it's hard for him, as you can tell, to express himself. And that was one of the things that therapy is working with him. Because when he tends to get nervous, he tends to get in a little shell, and that's what the therapy is, to express yourself, but people can understand you, that you are remorseful, that you wish you could take it back, you know? So those are the things that we're working with them, not just us, but with the therapy and stuff. So hopefully that helps you guys out in any way. So I don't know if you have any questions, but I know I have another gentleman, and we document everything, where he's going, when he's coming back, what he does, the whole thing. Documentation every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours, 7, around the clock. So, I don't know if that helps you guys.
I'm sorry, sir, I still need to get your name. Your connection glitched at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Oh, my name's Abel Soldania. I'm the owner of Genuine Hearts.
And could you spell that?
Yep, first name's Abel, A-B-E-L. Last name is Soldania, S-A-L-D-A-N-A.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A question I have is there, what should I say, is there a long-term plan, or is there a transition plan for him?
Anybody that comes into our program, we always try to have a plan in place. Sometimes a plan can be a year to 2 years, it can be longer, it can be shorter. But we do have a plan in place, because ultimately the goal is for these individuals to live on their own. Some of them may be successful, some of them may not live on their own. And that's just a part of nature. So that's why we have a staff, we have people that work with them 24/7. So in case that does happen, that they have the support that they need to be successful. That is always the ultimate goal. That is always the ultimate goal. But sometimes, you know how things are. Every individual is different, and some things move a lot quicker, smoother, but sometimes we have hiccups, and that can set things back. But Nathaniel right now, he's doing everything that he needs to do to get that goal, you know, but only time will tell. But I can tell you that he is in a good place. He's in a good setting. He has a great support cast, and he's got more support that I've probably ever seen in anybody that I've dealt with, because he has a lot of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you say there was another person who wanted to speak?
No, I think we're good. Hopefully I'll answer your questions. I mean, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Any other questions? I will entertain a motion.
Can I ask that we just pause for a couple minutes? I am having a difficult time. I'm on a different computer than I usually run here, and I can't pull up the agenda and such, so I've got to run and get an iPad. So can we just hold for a couple of minutes while I run down and get that?
Sure.
apologize. Rachel, can you tell me where to go? I'm just not finding it here.
You need a website
Yeah,
or web address?
yeah. I was on it this morning, but now I can't find it in my history, so I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, it would be greenbaywi.civicclerk.com, and then I think that it's /board view is the view that you go into.
No, it's not getting there. I'm not getting it.
All right, Ed, I am emailing you that.
Okay, thank you. And I apologize, I know how annoying it is when somebody is holding things up because of their technical foolishness.
It happens to all of us.
All right, Ed, I just sent it to your Gmail account.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, is there someone else who wanted to talk?
No.
Well,
There's somebody raising their hand. They're
Is
unmuted
there-
now.
is there someone with Carrie?
Yes.
Can you give us your name and your address?
Betty Saban, 940 Elmore.
You may go ahead.
My question is, why can't he live with his grandmother if he spends the weekends with her? Why can't he just live with his grandmother?
Hello, my name is Faye Dodge. I am Nathaniel's grandmother, and I am his legal guardian. He has been court-ordered into a group home at this time to deal with his mental illness. It is our hope that at some point we will be able to have him out of the group home and back home. But right now, he is with Genuine Hearts. That's where he's placed.
All right, ma'am, could I get your name for the record?
My name is Faye, Faye, Dodge, Dodge.
So any other questions, comments?
I'm just looking at the application again, and I see the address, and this would be living with who else?
2 other residents.
Okay. Okay, that's all.
Right. I would like to make a motion to approve address specific 930 Elmore for Nathaniel White. Is there a second? Is there another motion?
I will make a motion to deny Mr. White to 930 Elmore Street.
All of those who say yes to the denial?
Well, we need a second first.
There needs to be a second. Yeah.
Sorry. Did we get a second?
Not yet. I'm still looking at a couple of things, sir. I apologize. So I just want to recapture all this. You're looking to move to a different location that has 24-hour supervision, and you are continuing to have treatment, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to second that, so I don't know where we sit right now.
So, may I move again for approval? Is that appropriate?
I think with a maybe different motion.
With a different motion? Would you like to make one, Ed?
Yeah, all right, I'll make a motion for approval to 930 Elmore Street, address specific, for a period of 60 days, at which time we want Mr. White to return with update with progress, including update from his treatment plan.
I will second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pardon? Opposed? So this is approved for 60 days. And Mr. White, you'll need to come back in 60 days and what we're looking for is an update on your treatment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Jamie, we'll move on to the next person. Oh, Jamie, is it Much?
Yep, Much.
What? Okay, as a starter, would you please review your situation and your charges and offenses?
Yep. Name is Jamie Much. My charges, I got charged with second-degree sexual assault to a minor under the age of 16. I got sentenced to a 4-year DPA, which ended up being revoked due to a failed UA back in 2011, and then got resentenced to 9 months in county and 10 years paper, and then just recently got out on revocation after serving 4 years in, and I have just under 4 years left on probation right now. Currently in treatment, only missed 1 class, but I'm doing good. Been doing good on probation. And then I had to come back in front of you guys to get reapproved for the place that I'm wanting to stay at. And I think that's about it.
And it seems that we also asked for whether you needed an assessment and a polygraph.
Yes. My old PO, because I had Barbara for PO, but she moved to De Pere, so I have a new one. But my old PO, Barbara, said that my assessment was already done when I was in prison because I did treatment in prison. And that's why I'm currently in group now, because I'm finishing off of what I was doing in prison. And then the polygraph, they're not doing that due to COVID. So they're not letting anybody in the office, and they're not doing anything right now. And I was also told that they usually wait up until like the first year or two after the person gets out of prison for them to do the polygraph. And I've only been out for probably 8 months.
Okay.
And I told my PO that I'm willing to do the polygraph, but she said not right now, and same with her supervisor because of COVID.
Okay. Any questions?
I don't know, is there any way we can get that verified? That couldn't be done because of COVID? I mean,
There's emails in the packet.
Yes, it was in the packet.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe my PO did email you guys saying that they're not able to be done right now.
Do you know why they want you to do a polygraph?
I think it's mandatory for all sex offenders to do a sexual, polygraph thing. Or a sexual history polygraph. I'm not too sure because this is like my first time being on probation for this kind of case, even though I was on probation before. And I know I did a polygraph in the past, but I don't know how often they do it or the reason why.
And it is my understanding that they do not currently do them as often as they used to, if they're doing them at all. They're not doing it during COVID, but that has been reduced. And I think he was sentenced in, what year? 2010, was it?
For 2010, yeah. And I've only done 1 polygraph since.
And any other questions? I will entertain a motion. I will move to approve address specific 217 South Taylor.
Do you want to include the apartment number?
No.
I don't,
Apartment 15.
what is the apartment number?
Apartment 15 is what it shows on the paper now.
Looking for a second.
Yeah, I'll second, but do we want to, understanding that COVID prevented him from following through on the conditions we put on it before, we want to extend those conditions. You know, heaven only knows when that might be available again, or we don't want to make it a, you know, indeterminate situation here, but it seemed like it was important to us last time around that we have that, you know, should we ask that be extended in terms of that assessment and the polygraph?
Well, as I say, the assessment, because he was taking the treatment in prison, the assessment was made at that time.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So it's just the polygraph, which I don't know how much they're using that anymore. But we could make it a, you know, extend the time and see what happens.
I'd just like to say that according to the minutes from his last time back in January, it said the board would like to see him back in 60 days with answers from his PO regarding why he didn't receive an assessment and polygraph. I mean, I think we've got those answers from the PO. Polygraph was not taken because of the fact that they're not doing them for COVID.
Right.
So I think he has answered our questions. That's just my opinion.
Oh, that's a good point. I second without reservations then.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Then all three of us said yes. Approved.
All right, thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and appreciate you guys taking your time to have me come back again in 60 days for this time.
Good luck to you.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you. Our next person is Anthony, is it Cole?
Yes, it is.
Anthony, would you like to, or would you please, you know, describe your offenses and treatment?
Okay, I was convicted of second-degree sexual assault to a child in 2002. I'm currently in treatment through Hanger Enterprises. I have 2 years of probation left. I am currently residing TLP, the attic, right now due to finding a place. I'm getting my getting the address approved for residency.
So how long have you been out of prison?
About over a year now.
Why did you get sent back to prison?
Because I had an alcohol problem. I am no longer using. I mean, it's not worth it. Did nothing to me but cause problems. So now I'm, you know, I'm straight. I haven't had a drink in over a year, so I'm really proud of that. And I've maintained this employment for over a year also.
And what is your employment?
I'm currently working at Green Bay Plastics. Second shift, 3 to 11.
Any other questions?
Do you mind if we talk about treatment in public, or would you prefer private?
Public's fine.
Okay. So I understand you said that you went back because of drinking. Are you attending any kind of AA classes or any substance abuse classes right now?
I'm in the same situation as the previous person as far as the PO switching. I had Barbie also. And, my new PO now is Madeline. I can't even pronounce her last name, but we just discussed today because I had a meeting with her today about attending AA and where to actually find a suitable so-called meeting for me. So I'm for the AA meetings just because, I mean, with me and the whole COVID thing, I don't have a social network. So I would like to maybe develop something through AA, you know, some positive surroundings or some positive people. I do attend church also, so I mean, I have my pastor that's been very helpful.
Any other questions?
If I'm following this correctly, Mr. Cole, we had approved you, was it in 2019 for an address on Walnut Street?
Yes,
And how long were you there?
I was there for about a year and a half.
Okay, and
Then I got incarcerated because of my alcohol problems.
okay. And again, how long were you locked down that time?
I did treatment in Racine for, I want to say, close to 3 months.
Okay, were there any problems, any other run-ins with authorities when you were at that 1315 Walnut Street?
No, but the problem was the house next to me was the drug house. So that was another reason why me and Barb decided that it wasn't a good place for me to be staying.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve Mr. Cole's request to move to 521 South Oakland Street, Apartment 3, address specific.
I will second. Right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three said, are in favor, so this is approved for Mr. Cole.
Thank you very much, and everybody please stay safe.
You too. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess, is there anything else we need to discuss? Other than I'm going to pay more attention next time to the person that is leading it and maybe take some notes. But it's a good way to trial by fire. And yes, I will work on so that when it's my turn next, I'll do a better job.
Well, you did fine. You did fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Next meeting date is?
Right, what is it? The next
April 21st at 4 p.m.
Okay.
April 21, 4 p.m.
And then we need a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Next month.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yep,
Yes.
happy St.
Aye.
Patrick's Day.